Okay, good evening, folks. Okay, good evening, folks. Let me do some slight adjustments here and there. Good evening, folks. Let me... No, not good. Okay, anyway, I'm back playing some more Final Fantasy XIV. And my goal for today is actually to advance in the main storyline quest for A Realm Reborn. I have been, since the last stream, I have been doing a lot of quests already. So, yeah, I'm not sure how far along I am in the main storyline. But I think I should be... I would guess getting closer. That's the least I can say, getting closer. I know that I reached the patch 2.4 quest line. Someone in the free company I am with told me that. So I'm just going to continue with that. See where I can get. I mean, there will be a lot of questing. I might also jump into some dungeons. It really depends. I might have some dungeons I still need to do, but we can check that. Wait, what's all this? We came from the deep. Is that unlocking some more dungeons? Probably it is. But this is the main quest line in Flagrant Delicto. So let's talk to Ebert. I have also noticed that there is quite a bit of audio voice acting. In the last couple of quests I have been doing, quest series, there has been a lot more voice acting. It's either that or I had the voice acting, my speaker setup completely wrong, and you guys were hearing the voices and I was not, which I know happens. So, this way, my friends, Yugiri. Yeah, Yugiri is one of the characters I have encountered during our main quest line. She's like a ninja. She was the leader of a bunch of refugees who fled their country because they were getting invaded by the Republic. Yeah, I was searching for words, man. And yeah, they were not accepted into Ul'dah. But yeah, we were able to get them into Revenant's Toll, where I am located now. So we moved everything, all kinds of operations moved up there. I'm not going to be explaining the whole story because there's probably a lot of videos about it out there. But you might have missed that chunk of the story on my streams. Your query makes for the Hellthorn hut. Yeah, okay. If Rosalie is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with the Guardian Master there. Yeah, I'm up to the storyline where I have... I've been to an ice cavern and I have met Shiva there. And there is like a traitor in our midst, and we are trying to figure out who's the traitor, who are the good people. I think that's the gist of the short of the story. An explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Guardians have their own method of communicating over great distances. Well, other ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with a device which disrupts these communications, and we have installed them around the city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. The Republic, the Empire, yeah, that's... Rosalie would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet, as well known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanalan without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. Yeah, Rosalie is the traitor in the Immortal Flames camp. Let's call it like that. She's a high-placed person within the Immortal Flames, and she has been, yeah, passing along secrets to the other side. And we are trying to capture Rosalie in the act, I think. to denounce her to Reborn. And yeah, that's where we are in the main storyline. For this reason, I believe that she has chosen the Black Shroud to her clandestine meeting. The Elysian are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not like to turn any heads. Yeah, excuse me my English reading of all those texts. English isn't my native language, but I do my best. So, Yugiri, as my scouts tell it, the Guardians have set agents with a mind to destroy these devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but I think she brought along with her came I would say the samurai class, or whatever it is called. But that's what she brought along. There was something I wanted to do, but I forgot now. It will come back to me. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorne's hut and catch Rosalie in the act. By the way, if you're joining me on the stream, feel free to make yourself heard. Makes it a little bit easier for me to talk, because I'm not actually a big talker. So, I need to go to Hawthorne's hut, which is not all that far. I can teleport up there, which will cost me 100 gil. Or I can fly up there. Any of those will do. I'm deciding to fly. Not that I don't have the money to spend. Well, I'm starting to get some money, but still, if I can save a little bit. I've also noticed that once you have the teleport routes, you don't really take the roads anywhere, and you are missing out on a few things. Oh, Yugiri is already here. My people report that our quarry has departed for the Bramble Patch. The ivy returns to the gnarls where she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convict someone of her standing, we will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with her Gallian masters? Yeah. My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Threat wary, my friends. Yeah, we're trying to catch her in the act because she's a high-placed, I would say an officer, but that's not really the thing, I think. She's really high standing in the flames, with the flames, so we can't really say that she's a spy or a traitor without having proof for it. And that's what we are trying to get now. Yugiri. Just beyond. Royal is in conversation with an individual cad in the matter of an adventurer. An imperial intermediary, not doubt. See, I have been reading Rosalie all the time. It's Rosalie. Rosalie is better. Easier. This is it. With me. But wait. If it's really an adventure, you won't be catching anything. Okay. We're running in anyway. So what now? Flame Marshal Eline Royal, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You were followed, you bloody fool. Will she fight? No, she will run. Yugiri, damnation! Don't even try anything. Oh. 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 Assassins. I think it's Lady Yugiri's people. You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely guarded for battle. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. I think this will be something completely different. This will be her long lost sister or something. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Trolls Wood? When I last looked, that was no crime. And neither was conversing with passing strangers. Yeah, we currently have no proof. You would feign ignorance then? Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. No, come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. Does she still have something up her sleeve? I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Yeah, there is no evidence, so it will be up to us to prove that we have the right person in custody, I think. Okay, Yugiri. Lady Yugiri. Even a warrior of Royal's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Ul'dal will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, Dust? Yeah, I don't know, return to Gridania? Oh, yeah, to Revenant's Stall, okay. So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Yeah, we do. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, have you considered training in the art of the shinobi? You have the aptitude for it, I believe, so please give it some thought. Till next time, my friend. Okay, back to Revenant's Stall then. Speak to Minfilia. During scenes with voice acting, I just shut up. Okay, back into the Rising Stones. Talk to Minfilia. Maybe Alfino will be there too. Maybe he's waiting for me. Papalimo. Yashtola, they say. I've been saying Ishtola all the time. Yeah, with the voice acting, I know the pronunciation of some of the names. Minfilia. Welcome back, Dust. I understand that Alfino had a task for you. May I ask what it was? You may. Charges of treason and espionage against Eline Royal? I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some matter of misunderstanding? No. It avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Somehow I think it's not correct. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Okay, do I have anything? I'll get it anyway. I like the look of that armor actually. Except, as you may recall, Iceheart used the Aetherite in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystals she stole from the house Furton. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint, but if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped. And stop them we shall. But first, we must summon the obstacle that Iceheart... We must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart's has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Ethernet and thereby follow our query. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the aetheroid to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second aetheroid upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length with Urianger, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution, which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise. A colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlayan. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you are here, mayhap we could welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. Let's go. To the northern gates we go. I have actually been running quite a few of the dungeons also lately. Some on hard. I kind of enjoy it, although sometimes I have no clue what I'm doing, but the dungeons are actually fun. Been enjoying a lot of things in this game actually. The crafting is ooh, that's nice. The crafting is actually quite nicely done too. I've been trying to get my crafting skills up. As you can see, I reached level 50 in some. Some others are lacking behind, but I'm trying to get them up there as well. So where is the north gate? This is the north gate. Yes, it is. And we will have to wait for her here. Okay. Minfilia is already here. Then let's wait. Let the waiting begin. And there she is. A new colleague. Which one is it? The first or the second? I think it's her. Oh, no, it is her.
Minfilia, am I right?
Aye.
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and to thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar and an authority on aetherite technologies.
Okay.
She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Mm-hmm.
Charmed, I'm sure.
She looks angry. She's like me. She has a face for radio. Okay, talk to Minfilia. What do you have to say? Let us return to the Rising Stones at once. We have much to discuss. Okay, let's go there then. Moonbreeder. I have seen a few people with some pretty darn looking mounts as well. Incredible thing. Ooh, look at this. Wait, that's a skeleton one? Oh no, it's a dragon type thing. Yeah, I wonder where they got those. Is this something you buy in the shop, or is this from some hard-working game? I will have to figure that out at some point. The only ones I have is from the collector's editions of the game and all the expansions, and then I have gotten the one, I think, from the main storyline quests, the armor. That one is looking nice too, but it's slow. It is slow. Okay, Minfilia. Urianger is there.
Moon! Gods, it's been
either, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
I like her. Istola.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Always the Joker. Istola.
Everyone, if I could have your attention.
Yes, ma'am.
We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I
Okay.
bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
What's white auracite?
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits.
Urianger.
And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Charmer. Didn't expect that.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Unhand me.
And me.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
We're learning a thing or two about Urianger.
Go on.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing Aetherite?
Nope.
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon.
Okay.
As you
And how?
know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Okay.
Like
Interesting.
opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
Papa Limo.
I barely
Come on.
succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the etherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the
Risky.
ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
A risky
That's
job.
the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Also, I'm now wondering something. Ah, it's the Astromel which makes me look like this. It's looking nice though. Yeah, I have the boots, I have the suit, and I have the helmet. Okay, I was already thinking, why did everything change all of a sudden? I have already informed Alfino of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner of Moonbreeder described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wishes to meet you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, Dust, and that I have faith you will return to us, as you have always done. She said it in another way, but that's the gist of it. Pardon. Man. I had some lasagna. Oh yeah, it's in Kurthas. Kurthas, as they say. So, this is gonna be a little bit too far to fly up there, so I'm gonna take the teleporting etherite thingy. Alfino. Doesn't really matter which one I pick. Wait. I'm unattuned to that one. Oh yeah, I cannot get through that yet. True. Okay, let's go check on Alfino. Master Alfino. What do I have to do in here? Or some of the fates. Rock of Ages. The fates are actually quite fun to do as well, to get some XP at lower levels. Well, I guess if you are at the same level as the fates, then you get some nice XP. But for me currently, I am level 57. So in these areas I'm not really getting all that much XP anymore. I'm too high level for the area already, and yeah. It's not that I have been doing a lot of XP, I have been doing mainly the main storyline quests, so yeah, they get me quite far XP wise. Also now I haven't played for a day or two, so I have the rested experience as well, which is always interesting. Okay, Alfino, what do you have to say? Good to see you, Dust. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Nilbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Eline Royale in Ul'dah even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say... The others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion. Scion! Okay, let's do this. Something is happening. There! It's ready. Seems to be working. Is it? It worked, I think. Try tuning to the Aetheryte now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. Oh, I will have to do it. Okay. We have done all we can do for now. Let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Okay, sir. Let's talk to Master Alfino now. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Mombrida's experiments, but others will surely agree that the desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Aymeric. Okay. Let's talk to the temple knight. Ma'am, Sir Aymeric regrets that he could not be here in person and asks that I read you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in her hour of need it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Dustkilo, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you chose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish needs, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. Yeah. May Halon bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Okay, so I have to use the Aetheryte to go to the new thing now. The Duty Finder. I can do that, yeah, Duty Finder. But it's probably under this one. It's probably under the hard one. Afa Amphitheater. This one. Okay, let's do it. Join. Meanwhile, I might be able to do some of those as well. Where is that map? La Nosea. Ah, Costa del Sol. Let's go finish that quest while we wait for the duty finder to find a match for us. I mean, I have to wait anyway, so why not? Why not do some stuff I have still open? Ah, your Commander Ricky said to expect then? I am Wilfolk, a private in Commander's foreign levy. As you can see, there ain't much for me to coordinate. The fishbacks made a good mess of that ship. Seems barely a handful of poor buggers what were sailing on it made it ashore alive. Where am I? Where's Robin? Where's my son? She lost her son. Now you just calm yourself down, good wife. We'll have your boy back in your ass before you can spit up another lungful of seawater. The tide's been merciful to a fortunate few like the good wife here and carried them all the way to the beach. Here, you'll be needing some of the medical supplies for your bleeding and the injured. Take a walk along the coast now and help them as ain't beyond helping. Okay, I have to help some people. Think I can do that? Bloodshed. Giving him some medicine. I made it. One moment we were sailing along, happy yet, please. The next I was struggling to keep my head above the waves. Okay, one more survivor here. There. Ah, me shoulder, it burns. Don't take me up, I'm begging you. Is it this one? I think it is. Yep, it is. There. I can feel my fingers again. Those gutless fishbacks. They were over the rail and swinging before I could stammer out a prayer to the navigator. Okay. So there's one more. Oh, there he is. There he is. My thanks, I feel much stronger now. All I remember is an impact like bloody thunder and the deck lurching beneath my feet. And they came aboard. Who's they? Who is they? We've saved some lives this day, lass. It is a terrible thing what happened, but you take what solace you can in the little victories. Not that any amount of solace I'll have me forgiving those blasted fishbacks. You expect attacks on the Navy, that's what we signed up for, but sinking a civilian ship with women and children on board, the Sahagin have ice water for blood, I tell you. No, my little Robin. Me condolences, good wife. I know how hard this must... Wait. Leviathan's scaly ass. Sahagin, hier? Psh. What? You didn't get your first slaughter out on the straight? If you want to finish the job you've started, then you best start with me. Psst. They're bringing back the boy? Oh yeah, they are. Mum! Robin? My darling Robin? Mum, there you are. Wait, but if they attack the boat, why would they bring back... Oh my dear Robin, you're safe. Thank the 12 above. Now he's explaining the whole story. So, to me, it shows that these guys are not really all that terrible as they made it sound to be. And off they go again. The lad's alive? What manner of fishback's trickery is this? Oh, will this be another Beastmart thingy? Come on, tell me, Robin, I'm fine, I'm a bit wet. I thought I would sink right to the bottom of the sea, but then some nice fishermen came and saved me. They were not like the scary ones that came after our ship, but the stories say that all fishermen are nasty. Isn't that odd? Might I ask you a favor? I found this necklace at the bottom of the little boat the nice fishermen used to carry me to shore. I'm certain it must be one of theirs. I take it back to them myself, but I don't think my mum would like that. Could you maybe return it for me? The last I saw, they were swimming towards the western Lanosea. That must be where they live. I wonder if their horses are made of seaweed. Showed the necklace to the Sahagin spawning. Yeah, this must be another beast tribe thingy. I'm not sure, but it smells like that. Where are you? Why so serious? Some of the quest names are nice play on words. Quest titles. Some funny stuff. Yeah, I have been there before. Sahagin spawning. What is the meaning of this trespass? I should skewer you with your stand, finless one. Let's put in the necklace. You carry the necklace of Clodfather, Novi? How is that you possess this cherished treasure? You come at the behest of the child we saved? Such unusual manners for a shore walker. You may pass. Seek out Clodfather Novi and be sure to keep your tone respectful. He is the elder of our clan. Yeah, this is not a beast tribe faction. Rare is it to see a shore walkers in our midst. I am Novi, clutch father to this clan of spawnings. Ah, the villainous child bid you to return my necklace, did he? No, I had no special reason for saving the boy. Only that for the Sahagin, as it is for the shore workers, offspring are considered the most precious of treasures. All that resides here are bound to the ties by of blood. All are the children of the clutch father. Only slightly less precious to me than my spawn is the trinket you bring. It was a gift, a recommendation from our beloved matriarch. I thank you for returning it to me. We have a saying, the favor of one is repaid by the gratitude of the clutch. I welcome you to our home. Perhaps a modest banquet is in order? I do not know. However, if your spread will agree with your shore worker's stomach. Okay, done. Probably have unlocked the beast masters. Not yet. Clutchfather, okay. He wants some help from me, and I will give it to him. You witnessed the aftermath of the attack in the Strait of Myrthor. It was indeed perpetrated by Sahagin. The individuals responsible are called the Coral Tridents. They reside in the Sapsa spawning grounds and are known among our people as volatile and fanatical faction. We had hoped to prevent them from ever reaching the vessel, but alas, the current was not in our favor. Foolishness, their actions only invite further violence through retaliation. And what of Novi and his clutch, you ask? We live apart from the spawning grounds and pursue a separate agenda. I do not claim to understand the structure of your civilization, but for us, Sahagin, each clan of Clutmates is led by a single Clutfather. The Indigo Matriarch, what you might call our queen, bestows each clutch of her eggs upon only the bravest and the most seasoned warriors. It is then a Clutchfather's duty to raise and instruct his charges in the ways of our people. But for this cycle to continue, the Matriarch must have a secure environment in which to bear her offspring. That is why we chose to make this land our home. It is unfortunate that these spawning grounds have become the locus of such conflict. If only more shore workers were like you and spent a moment to understand their situation. Clutchfather, I need your conch shell. What have I thought, you Sue? A Sahagin does not flail and splash about. He rolls in the waves and rides the currents. Forgive me, Clutchfather. It is Pio, our sixth youngest brother. What of him? He has left the nursery without permission. He spoke of talking sense into some coral tridents. His brain is as soft as his spawning scales, and this at a time when I cannot afford to take my eyes out of the rest of the clutch. Okay, I will have to do it. Though your stance towards each other is not very clear, shore worker, I would ask a boon of you. Save my foolish son. Sue here will have more to say on the subject, I'm sure. You have no scales, and yet the Clutchfather seems to trust you. I shall do the same. Shame. As you just heard, my brother Pio has taken it upon herself to educate the Coral Tridents. He is one of our more impetuous spawn brothers, and yet young he does not realize the perils he puts himself in. The Tridents will not listen to Pio's reasoning. They will laugh as they impale him on their spears. Please bring Pio back safely to the nursery. By now he must be some distance across the land base, closer to north gates. Okay. Off we go. Wait. Wait a minute. Should be here. Sahagin. Oh, there he is. This concerns you not, shore walker. Away with you, finless one. I think wrong bet. Do not talk to me like that. It will be the end of you. There. You, we need to go back. I will have to escort him? Yeah, I think so. Rescued by shore walker. What am I to tell the Clutchfather now? Novi, Spawn brothers so bid you come to my aid? I do not understand these Coral Trident warriors. I scarce opened my maw before they proceeded to beat me bloody. The Clutchfather always says that the currents of discussion carry us to enlightenment, but it seems the words of a spawnling count for little and less. I simply wanted to put into practice what my clutchmates and I have been taught. No, I surely face a punishment in addition to my beating. Okay. And meanwhile... No, no, no. Yes. That's done. Yes, let's do it. There we go. Dungeon time.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace.
Do you?
A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down.
Okay. Luckily I brought some friends.
We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Bam. Boom. Ice explodes. Oh. Calm down, calm down. Nice costume. Yeah. No clue what we have to do. So I hope someone will explain it. I'm taking a guess that it's the first time for everyone. Wait, what's this? Oh man. That hurt. Except... Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. But, yeah, I need to pay attention to the... But sometimes I'm hesitating if it's from a party member or if it's from enemies. There must be a trick to this. Oh, stay in the middle, stay in the middle. Deep freeze. It's Caliban like dust in the wind. Oh crap, crap, get out of this. Music in this game is quite nicely done too. Like high-paced music in difficult fights. I like it a lot. We did it. Did we? I think we did. Northern Lights. Player commendations. I think the healer did a great job. And that's another step in the main storyline done, I think. She looks so sad now.
Blind, bloody.
Fool.
You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause.
Is it though?
You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers.
That could be true, actually.
And they are no less ignorant than you. Following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of Light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after.
Nobody can deny that.
Seek the Keeper of the Lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander Mother's gift.
Mother's gift?
Hear, feel, think.
What? That's what I've been hearing all the time. Yeah, she has the same reaction as I have. Uh-huh. What the crap is going on? Ah, he's back.
And so the vessel withdraws, a predictable outcome. Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
Strange things are happening. Moonbrida, by the 12, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? That doesn't sound very convincing. Isaac did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Darvanians are skilled with glamours and all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough, I was only asking. Instruments of our delivery. Okay, next. A road less traveled. If you ask me, there's not to be gained from mulling over the implication of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the rising stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. Ah, but before that, you had best pay a visit to Whitbrim Front and speak with Alfino. He's probably worried sick about you. That, or he's busy playing at politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Huh? No? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. She doesn't believe a thing. Wait, where is that? Not all too far. Let's go. Let's fly. No way she is believing what I'm telling her happened. There are some funny passages in the whole storyline. Some funny things. There are also some very funny quest lines I have done already. Man, one of them had me laughing quite a few times. Master Alfino. There he is, Master Alfino. Let's talk to Master Alfino. There she is, and none the worse for wear. Was there ever any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? Man, English. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory. If you would be so kind. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. Aye, but not too late to prevent further loss of life. An outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have dues to thank. Yes, you are right, of course, Sir Aymeric. We should be content with what we have accomplished. I for one could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whatever it takes, whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillmont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them to safety to Revenant Stall. Of that I have no doubt. I take it these are the self-shamed supplies the heretic stole from the House Verton caravan? Lest the crystal which comprised the bulk of the shipments, yes. Scarcely a fraction of what was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. Ah, on an unrelated note, Dust, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? It is not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. And off we go. Off we go. Camp Dragonheart. Where am I now? Yes. 100 coin. Meh. I'll fly up there. If I can. This thing looks nice, but it's kind of slow. I think it was meant for flight. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da da da. Da da da. Oorschefant. What were you thinking, Dust? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway? Somehow I still have a feeling that this guy is a little bit fishy. And then engaging the abomination in mortal combat? By the fury, Dust, 'tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. Well, now you're telling that. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Aymeric wishes to have words with you and Master Alfino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. If anyone knows what an intercessory is, I don't. I do not know. Wait, what's happening? Oh, wrong button. Wrong button, so it's not here. It must be... Is it behind? Yeah, that's the thing. Okay. I know places. Greetings, madam. I shall show you to the inn at once. Yeah, okay.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautalon.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Aymeric, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard-Zoma could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
But he's right.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is?
Because you made the right decisions at the right time, I guess.
Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs.
Okay, that too.
You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
True.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
She's not gonna be so easy to handle, I guess.
Lucia, at your service.
Lucia. Santa Lucia.
Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you.
Good.
Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Good.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
You told a lot of things, and I still don't really trust you 100%. That's another quest done. Master Alfino. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedents. It necessitates a complete reappraisal of the primal threat and of our approach to combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Guardian Empire believes the primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine then if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but their civilized people as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Comdust, it is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. Back to the Standing Stones in Revenant's Toll. Oh, wait, it is there. Here we are. Keeper of Knowledge. Minfilia and Alfino, where art thou? Well, it will be Minfilia in here, I think. Maybe Alfino as well. Maybe Urianger. Come on, Minfilia.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole.
Hale and whole.
Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
Of course I am. Blah, 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 blah.
Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
It's story time.
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoix's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogulmog XII was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
True.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the
Maybe.
Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Exactly.
Midgard Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
So what's next then? The reason royale. I mean, to score the annals for knowledge of Midgard Zommer, given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few... Do you hear that? The commotion outside? Would you see if aught is amiss? Yes. I will see if aught is amiss. Pardon me. Master Alfino, what's up? Just, it is well that you are on hand. We have a problem. Royale has escaped. It happened shortly after the Immortal Flame took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. Displaying she received inside help. Citizens reported that Royale quitting the city via the gate of North with a bloodied spear in her hand. She makes to Castor Meridium, I am certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to her imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilbert and the First are hot upon Royale's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Blue Flag and join the hunt. Well, she could be going there to prove her innocence too. I mean, it's a possibility. Or am I too naive? I must be too naive. Where I need to go Camp Blue Flag in Northern Tanalan. Okay, I can do that. 251 gil. Gone again. Come on, Ilbert, explain it to me. My thanks for coming, Scion. I have spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Royale walked through the camp not a bell ago. Ah, she walked right through. You did not mishear. We have Roban's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her, and so here we are. Royale must not be allowed to reach Castor Meridium. Oh, I thought it would be here, but it is not. Top. There he is. US is here too. Oh, combat. Duty calls. Let's do this. This wretch was with Royale. He threw himself at us that his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down, not even when he started screaming. No loyalty even for her own. The goddamned harpy. With me saying, we almost have her. There is something going on here. Okay, get the... Ooh, there's a lot of them. Get the casters first. Where's the casters? Is this the caster? Yeah. Yeah, I need more casters. I think this one is not a caster. Yeah, is this one a caster? No, he is not, but let's kill him anyway. But this is... No, I need to get the other ones first. The ranged ones. Okay, this one too. And then get the Centurion, yeah, the cohort. Oh, there is more incoming. Yeah, great. Of course, I wasted my big AoE thing now. Big guns. Nice. Now let's kill the smaller ones first, actually. Then the rest can focus on the big guys too. No, you will not. You have to die. And then get this one. And then get this one. Let's give him a dot. And I finish off. There's more coming. Oh man, there's a lot going on here. We did it! Bind her and do it tight. Yes, sir. So it was her after all. Good work, man. She and her Imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Mortar Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. What would you know of low? You, a spurred little lordling who has never known anyone's... People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it your God's given right to rule over the others. You know naught of our plight, the injustice that we low-born Ishgardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to do to survive, stealing, killing, even whoring myself. It is no fault of mine if fools imagined me a paragon when I joined the flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you're the only person ever to have suffered. In case you have forgotten, Reborn himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we have been dealt, and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different then? It is true that we were born mercenaries of lowly birth, and it is true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life has taught me one thing, it is that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against my friend. But enough talk. You will return to Uldaf to face justice, and the people whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Yeah, but if she was able to do that, maybe there is more of them in the, yeah. Somehow I think this is not the end of it. Not so much a hint of remorse. It is well that this sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Reborn chose his. Well, I don't think he could actually foresee that.
I have heard. Truly bothersome business. No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Reborn. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace.
Adeleji.
Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
He is dangerous. Oh crap, I forgot to read it. Work here is done, my friend. Many thanks. But I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Minfilia of all that happened. I am aware that the antecedent held Rurali in high regards. For better or for worse, she will want to know how this tale ends. Okay, Revenant's toll it is. That's a lot of people here, actually. Let's have a little chat with Minfilia.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alfino. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. I know not what to say. Together with Reborn, Eileen lent us much-needed aid at the time of our Order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Ascians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled.
Then assemble everyone?
My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with white auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Ascian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
In addition to auracite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with Lahabrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as Lahabrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white auracite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
'Twould seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the auracite. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Watch it, she will join him.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
I knew it. I knew it. Oh, poor Urianger. He's gonna have the time of his life, I think.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Val. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the Isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the Isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the Dark Beings call the One True God. We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
Okay. Now what? Let us cling together. Weer nou daar.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald.
Hola.
But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
How do they get to the pronunciation of Huayu?
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Varus Zos Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
7 hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Huh, triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me.
Why?
By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or Monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, why you must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, Monetarist scum! Your crimes will not go unpunished! One day I will purge this land of your sickness! Before the eyes of the 12, I swear it!
Okay.
I shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace.
Oh no, there will be a murder attempt.
I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Ever since he proposed the Cartiner Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The Monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents.
Cabal?
This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Uldah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Yeah, I fear so too.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people.
Democracy.
For Ul'dah to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
The Sultanate too?
Nay, you jest.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Reborn to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Ul'dah.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way.
Yeah, I think so.
When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Ul'dah will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people.
Bold move, little one.
Reborn, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
Big decisions with great influences. It does sadden me a little bit. 1 second, let me go grab something. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, what happens here? I need to do 2 dungeons, naval and holding eye. Okay. What? I don't think I even have. Oh, here. How do I get to the... Huh? Well, I don't know. I will have to do some dungeons, or at least try to find the other ones too. I need to do 2 of the dungeons in hard mode, but I have no idea where they start. What's this one? No clue. Okay, so I need to find... I need to figure out how to open those last 2 quests to... You know what? I'm gonna be continuing with this then. Maybe one of these will open up more quests. I don't know. Yeah, this could be something too. Why so serious? So is it true that you turned over the sirens? Words cannot express my gratitude. My only regret is that my dear brother could not be there today to hear that our father's death has been avenged. He set sail with his crew 3 years past, you see, and has yet to return to shore. But I hold out hope that his ship shall come sailing into harbor any day now. And on that day I shall be the first to share with him the news of your triumph. In the meantime, however, we can finally press on with the restoration of Sirius. I must get to work at once. I would be much in your debt if you could inform Master Mimdoa that the coast is clear for us to begin. Where is Master Mimdoa? Ah, there he is. Mimidoa. You've done it. Sent the bloody lion screeching and shrieking to the murky depths that you came. You've done us all a great service today, lass. If you wouldn't mind, regale on Mimidoa's ears with the tale of the full range last song. Was that? You had to fend off a ghostly crew wearing the sea-sodden guts of Maelstrom men? 'Tis as I feared, the poor lass. My heart goes out to her. It was 3 years to the day, give or take a moon, a crew of Maelstrom finest set sail on a routine patrol. But ain't nothing routine in these parts, and they did not return to shore. Rumors spread quick like that it was a siren song that led the vessel to the watery grave. Maelstrom Combine jumped to quiet the talk. Ill tidings were already too easy to come by in the days after the calamity, but those of us in the know, we knew, like father like son. Lass, promise this old soldier spare per Diamanda the truth. Lass already suffered more than her share. She heard everything. This cannot be. My brother is still alive at sea. The search effort continues. Master Mimidoa, you yourself had told me the same. Forgive me, Missy. I never meant to deceive. The Maelstrom made me swear a vow, you see, that I'd keep the truth buried deep in... bugger me vow, and buggered me. Truth is, this curvy coward just couldn't summon the nerve to tell you the truth, Diamanda. Can you ever forgive the sorry old sword? Of course you can. There's no need for forgiveness, Master Mimidua, for the true coward is me. In my heart, I have always known. This adventurous deeds and your words have finally given me the courage to face the truth. I am a woman grown. The time of clinging to childish dreams has passed. I must look to the future. My smithing skills are still wanting, but I will not falter from the task. Fire Sirius will burn once more, a beacon of hope in the darkest of nights. The fell songs of the sea have claimed their last victim. I shall see to it with my own 2 hands. Strong words, lass. I trust you'll not forget them when your paws are blebby and blistery. My hands? Why, I'll clench to my hammer with my teeth if need be. Father, brother, do you hear me? Your deaths will not be in vain. Okay, let's go talk to the fish people again. I still need to go talk to them anyway. And off we go to the fish people. Wait, this is not the one I need to clutch and kin. Oh yeah, it is. It's up there. Aha. Bum, ba-dum. Yeah, this is Beastmaster stuff. I'm not going to be doing these quests right now. I think at some point I will start doing them. You're welcome back, Shore Walker. You are kind to endanger yourself, though. You owe us no loyalty. Pure will be appropriately disciplined for his reckless actions. No, more than ever, the Shagan must act with caution and wisdom. Many of our people reside peacefully with our city in the Indigo Deep, but our civilization faces a steady and treacherous decline. We must venture onto land to secure spawning grounds to lay our eggs and build nurseries to raise our young. It is an essential element of our breeding cycle, an instinct too powerful to ignore. Our traditional spawning grounds were, however, annihilated in the calamity. Thus were we first to seize this new location, the region the Finland once calls Western Lanosea. It is not surprising that the shore workers view our sudden aggressive expansion as north more than an invasion. But this seemingly unprovoked attack on our territory is, in truth, a desperate struggle for survival. Without this land, without a place to rear offspring, the Shahagin race is doomed. We are in no position to wager a war against the shore walkers. We must attempt a parley and lean to exist side by side. The coral tridents, as you have no doubt realized, do not comprehend the merits of a diplomatic approach. They seek only to control the weak of mind, those like their brutal serpent reavers, and slaughter all others who oppose them. Do not mistake me as a traitor to my kind. I hold no love for finless ones. I shed no salty tears when the great Leviathan is summoned and the Lord of the World gathers new drowned shore walkers to his fold. But conflict with your people is not the answer to our woes. We must look beyond the present to ensure calmer waters, waters in which the future of our race can thrive. Shorewalker, your arrival is a precious gift. I would have you become the first stone in the bridge I hope to build between our people, and the rock which blunts the mindless spears of the coral tridents. I pray you, lend us your aid. Yes. Your presence is most welcome. No worries. Okay, let's click through that. And then I can accept this. Complete. Yes. Commands. Start. Let's do another dungeon. Halatali hard. I don't think I have even been here on easy mode. I can't remember now. If I have been here on easy mode, it must have been a while ago. Just going through it. Excuse me. Pardon my French. Oh no. Stevie B. Concentration. It's probably an easy dungeon though, but it's the first time I'm doing it on hard. Oh, close. Did it hit me? It might have hit me. If nobody explains any tactics, it must be too easy. So let's see. What is that? Or is this where we need to move out? Yeah. This is no bueno. If nobody explains the fight, then it's difficult to know what you have to do. Especially if it's the first time you're here. Very difficult, huh? It's not... He killed it or we failed? What happened? Oh, he killed it. On his own? Nice job. The second stage, okay. Some vultures up ahead. And then another, what's it called, basilisk? Big bear. Come on, hit it. Yes. Now this one. Okay, another one. Two of them. That. Oh, there's another one. Another basilisk. Yeah. nice. Do I need it? Not really, I think. I got it anyway. See, if I need it, I'm not getting it, and if I greed it, then I'm getting it anyway. I have so many of those jewelry items by now. Come on, let me go. Let me go! Shadowy orbs. Do we have to do something with the shadowy orbs? Do we? Oh, this is not good. Yeah, I thought so. No, not here. Yeah. Do we have to destroy these or what? I'll get behind it here. No. That wasn't all too difficult. I don't need any of this. I'll go in anyway. Third and final stage, I believe. I mean, most dungeons have been three bosses, so... No, I said. Mister. No foolish games. Not allowed. Bossy boss? No. Nose is itching, which is annoying when you're in the dungeon. Uh-oh. Freya Nord. Okay, this is boss area. 6 of it. And we will have to get the dragon too, I think. Okay. Which one? This one, the devil? No. No, this one? I think I'm going for casters first, so... Yeah, no, I know it's gonna be the dragon, right? No, not in here. No. What the crap was that? This? Something we need to destroy? Yeah. No, we can't destroy that. Oh yeah, interrupt. Come on. Kill it. I think we need to use that, yeah. Wait, what happened to the beast? It's dead already? Okay. The Bard, I'm not gonna do that, so... So the Halatali is done. There is one more I need to do. Yeah, I already did all that. Okay, that's one more done. So now I still have the... This one I have already done. So it's this one I need to do, but on hard mode. And I have no idea how to unlock the hard one. Who might you be? An adventurer come on behalf of all Trekker? So I was looking for help anyway. Trekker did? Huh. I have you both know that it's clear skies and smooth sailing here. I was just about to fill my report to... I ain't no fool in no one. Good tons of salt beter been snatched from our lands like as like as not by someone who'd used it to sink our fair Limsa to the bottom of the sea. Alright, I share with you what me men have gleaned through Ivonia. It ain't much. Given the scope of the act, we believe it was a coordinated effort by a well-trained group. What's more, given the sheer speed with which the scurry thieves vanished from our sight, I reckon that they might have knowledge of passages unknown to us. I had my hopes up that my men would have found something, but I had no such luck. What you say? What say you? Care to take a look around and see if you can find the evidence me half blind and tries daft subordinates couldn't? Guess so. I guess so. Search the thingy for clues. Do I see any clues? I see a clue. A blues clue. There. I have found the clue, my friend. Just was it? Well, find any evidence that could shed some light on our investigation? Yes, I have this pickaxe, my friend. What have we here? A pickaxe, and a rather sorry looking one at that. Do you reckon this was left behind by the perpetrators? In my time with the Maelstrom, I've confronted just about every pirate, brigand and highwayman in these parts, but I've not known any of them to employ a tool like this. No, I'd wager more than a round at the wench that our band of grubby little thieves ain't no ordinary men. Aye, it's all becoming clear to me. And yourself, no doubt. Tell me, Dust, might you be thinking what I'm thinking? None other I, only a routine of abundant physical and mental talents such as myself could fashion and employ such an exquisite piece of... Do you have barnacles with your brain, should-be adventurer? Because if you're so much as implying that I staged the robbery myself, you'll be taking a long walk of a short pier the second you set foot back in Limsa. The primitive make of this tool and an all too healthy interest in explosive, all signs point to those rat-faced rascallions being behind all this. It is so bloody obvious that I could almost kick myself. And me good for nothing, man, for not coming to this conclusion sooner. But this is hardly a time for whining. No, we must strike quickly if we mean to reclaim what's ours. Camp Overlook is our front line of defense against those tunnel-burrowing thieves. If anyone has a notion of where they've been taking the saltpeter and how they plan to use it, it'll be Comrade Bluidin. I'm off to deliver my report, but I have a hunch our job has only begun. What say you come along, Dust? You're the first capable woman I've worked with today. That's not much of a compliment, actually. Ain't much of a compliment if I'm the first one today. Make it quick, adventurer. As you can see, I've got my hands full with our little friend here. This is an outrage. A farce, an atrocity, an outrage. This is an insult, and we kobolds will not stand for it. No stand no more. You'll not have legs to stand on if you don't quit blabbering and spill the truth about whatever it is you scurry rats are plotting. Plotting? There is no plotting. No, you plot nothing. Nothing. Enough. Unlike you and your ilk, I have a working pair of eyes and at least half me wits about me. You think I've not seen you blood blasting and scurrying around Ugamaru of late? Ugamaru? Commander Bluidin, sir. Ketwizai. It's a treat to see me old trainee, but I fear a brewing kobold plot demands my attention. Dust here and I just might be able to help you with that, Commander. I trust you've heard news of a missing shipment of saltpeter? So soon she knows this cannot be. No, it cannot be. Ha! I knew it! Your endless tongue-waggling has finally dug your own grave. It was not us. No, not us. It was them. Yes, them. What nonsense is this, Bradley? Eyes, frizzy tail, a perchant for causing us trouble. A kobold is a kobold. Oh, another beast faction? This is not so. No, not so. There are kobolds and then there are kobolds. And there are kobolds still. It is the low ones who stole your precious saltpeter, the ones who live down beneath and below. Come to think of it, Miss Scouts did mention a particular scraggy band of kobolds what seemed to have made their home at the cliff base. Yes, that is the place. That is the home of the 789th. They are the worst of the worst. They are most stinky, smelly, scummy, stinky and ugly too. Commander, as the presiding officer in this investigation, I request permission to go below and investigate the so-called 789th. Furthermore, I would enlist this adventurer to join me. She's proven herself capable, and it would seem we go up against a worthy foe. As you please, Lieutenant, but I warn you, be careful down there. The sight of a kobold won't strike fear into anyone's heart, but their bite and their bombs are a fair sight worse than their bark. Understood, Commander? Will not let you down. And with that, I take my leave. Till sea swallows all. That's one way to put it. Well, Dust, are you ready to take on the scurrious band of kobolds in La Nocea? You'd best be, because I'm counting on you to make yourself useful. Yeah, I think this will just unlock another type of faction to play with. Well, what have we here? 1, 2, 3 crates of saltpeter. It would seem our kobold and ferments broke through. What the? It is a trap. Surround, stand ready, Dust. Are you just going to stand there squeaking at me all night? Fight with honor or die like rats you are. Are there no alternatives, choices, options, alternatives, such as perhaps surrender? Yes, surrender. We surrender. Did you just say surrender? What's going on here? Yes, we surrender. Yield, submit, surrender. What in the 7 hells? I haven't an inkling as to why and where first, but it seems the notorious 789th is keen to return their plunder without so much a fight. I for one wouldn't have been opposed to cracking a few kobold skulls, but considering the strained relations between Limsa and the little buggers these days, who can argue with a good diplomacy? Anyway, I'd report back to Commander Bloodlin and arrange for the transport of the supplies. Aye, and with a reliable escort this time. In the meantime, why don't you ask around and see what you can learn about our new neighbors? After all, they don't seem half as imposing as I expected their leaders. Least of all. Best of luck, Dust. Till sea swallows all. Still here? We have surrendered, yes. Yielded, submitted, surrendered. You will not hurt us, yes? Phew, I'm relieved. Reassured, relaxed, relieved. And who am I, you ask? I am Jiju. And Jiju is foreman of the 789th. Leader in name, yes, but no more. No more. For in truth, no one listened to Jiju. Jiju is ignored, invisible, insulted, ignored, incompetent too. The 789 stole your pressure boom powder? Yes, we did, and yet we had a good cause for doing so. An excuse, a reason, a cause. Ours is a peaceful order by nature. The 789 troubled no one, and no one troubled us. No, not until now. Now we are driven from the tunnels, exiled to this place that stinks of soil and seawater. But you are a stranger, and I rambled too much, too soon. No, I will speak no more. Go now, and leave Jiju to his suffering, his pain, his shame, his suffering. How low can you go? Still here? Yes, you are. Should you hear the bad stick of Gigi and the Senior, then listen and sweep, sob, cry, weep. You think your people have it tough? You know nothing. No, nothing at all. Ours is a world of kobold eat kobold. Yes, ours is a constant struggle, a labor, a toil, a struggle for survival. Dig and dig we do, dig for earth and riches. Dig well and we are rewarded. Better diggers are given us and more weight do our words carry. Dig poorly and we are shunned, reviled, scorned, shunned. You know that kobold orders have numbers, yes? Yes, you know. The smaller the number, the greater the order. You find this curious, but this is the kobold way. How many orders, you ask? Yes, how many? 789 we have, and not one more. We exist at the backside of kobold society. The bottom, the rear, the backside. And so from the tunnels we are driven, dig more, find more, make more wealthy for your betters. Then you can go home, they say. But this dry vein holds no treasures, no nothing. Meanwhile, our kin in Ugamaru hoard treasures so great that they toss gold away, toss it like garbage. Yes, their treasure is our treasure. Any moment now we will be judged on our haul, but our sack is empty, barren, bare, empty. You must go down to the dig and bring back something, anything for us, I beg you. Yes, even a shabby scrap will do. Your mount can fly no higher. Do I want to do this? You know what? Why not? Another 2 blocks done. A chunk of worthless ore. I need those. This is a difficult one, huh? I can't do this. Yeah, true. I can't use the skill because I've been loaded in level. I've been level synced, so I can't use my level 50 skill. Okay. That's something. It's over. There, so I need to find 2 more of those. There's 1 more. And there should be 1 more in the area. Where art thou? Up there? Somewhere, maybe? Nope. Nope. Oh, there it is. Got it. I think this is just opening up another faction thingy. Wait, oh, there he is. It's not the 2 dungeons I need to open. Wait, just out of sight. I'm in plain sight, my friends. Oh, that's the other ones. Steam God, you big fat liar, a cheat, a fraud, a liar. I'm not really interested in this one. I'm going to do the main story quest. Is this gonna be a complete storyline again? Ooh, misery, ooh. 1 in 7 hells just happened. I come back from Camp Overlook only to see those stuffed kobolds struggling around like their own place. Yeah. Now your words are true. Zuga leads the 13th, yes, and has many friends and followers in Ugamaro. His power grows with each day. With each day, one less kobold challenges the word of Zuga. Soon none will be left to oppose him. No one. Not one. So what you're saying? That you're just going to let that self-styled giant walk all over you? Yes. You have no choice. No recourse, no refuge. What kind of answer is that? Ain't you got a shred of dignity in your whole body? No, I don't. Look, I don't know your kobold hierarchies from a hole in the ground. What I do know is that if anyone talked to me like that, I'd go to the 7th hell and back to cut him down to size. But you are strong. Bold, brave, strong, and I am... Limlan, have mercy. I can't stand to look at you, at the sorry lot of you. Are you kobolds or doimus? Look, you might not have the spine to stand up for yourself, but Dust here, and I sure as hell do. Ain't that right, Dust? Just tell us where we can find Zogar. You know not what you say. No, you know nothing. It is pure madness to oppose Zogar. Folly, insanity, madness. The only thing that's driving me mad is your endless wailing. That settles it. I'm not leaving the stinking hole till Zogar falls on his hands and knees before me begging for mercy. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But... did he just say something? No, nothing at all. Zogar does not suffer opposition lightly. No, not in the least. If you cross him, he will crush us. We are doomed, cursed, damned, and doomed. O adventurers, do not leave us. No, you must not go. The Rugadin woman frightens me even more than Zogar. Horrifies, terrifies, frightens. But we have no choice. No, we have none. Will you protect us from Zogar's bullying? Yes, you will. O adventurer, you are too kind, gracious, generous, kind. Yes, kind and possessing the strength of 100 kobolds. Yes, 100 kobolds. You do not need Jiju's help. No, you do not. Good luck fighting Zogar, adventurer. I await word of your triumph, your victory, your success. See, that smirk beast, I knew it. But that's not what I wanted to unlock, actually. What quest do I have left? Yeah, there's nothing I can do about those trials by water. What is that? Oh yeah, that's my, okay. So also, that's for my, yeah, I can't do that. The gift of the archmages. Yeah, that's the Labyrinth of the Ancients. I don't really want to do that. What's this? Infocapable Awakening. Ooh, there? Okay, well, will there be... Maybe there is someone still here? Yes. Papalymo and Urgence. What do you guys have for me? Yeah, Garuda Awakening. That's maybe one of them. Ah, Dusta, here you have triumphed over Ifrit? Of course, it is no less a feat than I would expect a warrior of light. But well done all the same. No, I have full had a mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus, but the celebration must keep. Garuda, I am afraid to say, has also returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Not to dishearten you, but in their last incarnation, that appetite has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she has already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back to the Ether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Ida and I will assist the Order of Twin Adder in their recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, it was the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, that storm is as a spring breeze besides what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. And so we must count ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adder chanced to discover a beastman aetheryte leading to the Holding Eye. Before you do aught else, I should suggest you visit to the Adler's Nest and have words with Commander Eloy. He will be able to tell you about the said aetheryte among other things. Have no mistake, the Lady of the Vertex will prove a formidable opponent, but I believe that you can weather the storm. May the 12th keep you safe. Okay, and you? 2 of them. Yugiri. That's going to be the difficult version of that one. The Lord of the Hole slain at my hand. It was a deed heroic and historic, a tale to be told down the ages. I fear, however, that the terror of Indigo Deep did slumber but briefly in ethereal sea. The Maelstrom hath assured me with unhappy certitude that Leviathan doth stir from the abyss once more. Should this indeed prove the case, then we face most troubling and chilling predicament. The Lord of the Hole is a precious being, not less than a treasure trove of crystals which serve to lure the entity back to our pain of existence. It is folly then to believe the sea-bound beastman could gather such a haul with such impossible alacrity. The Sahagin, I believe, have been entertaining Askin guests. A threat of unprecedented magnitude now looms over Limsalam Minza. Take thee the swift road to the Maelstrom Command and offer thy stalwart service. Thy shining light must needs illuminate the ocean darkness swell. Okay, and the other one? That's Shiva, the one I just fought, so yeah. Tougher version of that. By thy high deeds were the people of Kurtha spared with certain doom at the hands of deiform deity. Yet if the missive we had received from Lord Dillamont of House Durendane recovered from her wounds, the Lady Iceheart had rejoined the struggle against Ishgard, whereas it is said that her disciples have already laid claim to a hoard of crystals. A hoard far exceeded the quantity but recently wrested from the caravans of House Vertan. It is all but certain that the heretic's mistress intended to call upon Saint Shiva once more. And so, once more, must Urza's blade of light be brought to bear against a primal. None save thee hath might enough to defeat such foe. It is for this reason that Lord Drillmont hath requested the presence at Brim front. Pray hide thee whither with all haste. Okay, first things first, Kidania. Is it Solos? Not alone. What time is it? Midnight? Then I'm gonna be ending the stream right here. I don't know when I will be streaming next. It's not like I have a million people watching me anyway, so we'll see. I might do some questing off camera. But everyone who has been watching or who will be watching this, thanks for being here. Hope to see you all later. Have a good night, everyone. Have fun. Stay safe. And I'll meet you next time.